This Friday on Uplug.
Meg, I have not asked you in a long time.
How my engaged life is going.
What do you want when?
Me?
Yes, in a relationship.
Money.
Someone when you are with, you are on a getaway every day.
Hey.
I've been kind of trying to do some work within me.
The conversation today is driven towards being less patriarchal.
Yeah, I thought I'm keeping myself for the next person.
Yeah.
Only to find out
Would you say that some ideas that you had were unrealistic?
during the day, at night, in the morning, all of those things.
Why? I beseech you, my wife.
Someone who's strong, someone who can provide,
Like
someone
you,
who
my
can
friend.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
A man who doesn't have this is a red flag.
Yes.
A man who's not this
It's
is a red flag.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, what do women want?
Hey.
Cantina got them go scream out.
What do women want? With Mac and Opes.
Hello friends and family, welcome to Uplug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for setting your time aside to engage our content. Thank you for choosing Uplug as the channel of your choice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, friends. For those who are returning, we appreciate you. And if you are here for the first time and you do not know who this guy is,
Yeah.
and I love it here, friends. And I'm chilling with a friend of mine. Hi, Meg.
Well, hi friends and family, welcome to Uplug. Welcome to the plug that keeps on shining, that keeps on bringing you content.
Yes.
Beke le beke.
We don't repeat.
No repeat, no skip.
Authentically ours.
I am Mac, and thank you for joining us. It's a Friday night, 7 p.m., and this is the place to be. Call your family, call your friends, call your bae, and tune in to Uplug. I am the head and I'm not the tail. I am above and I'm not beneath.
Come on, Meg.
I am the child of the Most High God. I'm blessed and I am highly favored, a chosen generation. I'm a royal priesthood. I'm a nation belonging to God to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into His wonderful light. Yeah.
Oh, yes, Meg. I feel you, man. Hey, you're within. I feel you.
Today that my future is bright.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Outdoor, indoor.
Indoor, outdoor, it's always bright. Actually, we did forget to do like other YouTubers do.
Yeah.
If you are in the channel for the first time, subscribe, turn on our post notifications so that when we
every
apply...
When you apply,
Please, when you are disturbing me, so that when we upload new content, you will be notified. Make you are wrong. Yeah, sure. Guys, we are here. I mean, you can see we love it here. We enjoy taking time and prepare and just engage you guys out.
and just applying.
Yeah. Meg, please, man, rest, now, rest. So, I mean, we've started this. It was meant to be just a topic, but it became a two-part series. What men want.
Sure.
If you have not watched it, just to give context, I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to refer you to the first and the second video that we have uploaded. That's, I think it's episode 74 and 75, right? Yeah. Just check them out and let us know what you think. I mean, I can imagine. I think in silence, even though it was not said, I mean, we've already shared our views on what men want, but I think most of those comments were not in favor of the gents, and I can imagine that we are really being accused of of taking what one side. You want to respond to that?
No, interestingly, I thought the same myself.
Yeah.
I tried to take a bird's eye view, and just look at the situation, but I don't know, maybe one just can't help but the conversation today is driven towards being less patriarchal,
Yeah,
and
sure.
there are things that need to be deconstructed.
Oh, yeah,
There
sure, I
are
feel
ideas that need to be broken down, and I think that's basically what we're doing. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's necessarily being biased, but we are a strong patriarchal community.
Yeah, sure.
So I think it takes the amount of strength and amount of intensity in bringing
deconstructing that.
yeah,
I like
down,
that.
so.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I kind of agree with you, and on the same note, I do not want to downplay the reality of a human need. Of course,
Sure.
we need certain things. We need to be loved, to be affirmed. We need all of those kind of things, but not because we are male or female, but
Sure.
because we are human beings who chose to be in. Well, at least that would be my take on that. I'm not trying to downplay whatever kind of needs that we all have as it relates to being in a relationship.
Sure,
but things like patriarchy and inequality and stuff, when we speak about those things, I feel strongly that we can't be taking both sides, or we can't be we need to, if there is a problem, we need to address it as is, and I think for now Meg and I are kind of in the same space in terms of how we feel it as it relates to patriarchy and all of those things. Meg, I have not asked you in a long time, man.
How my engaged life is going.
No, rest.
Ask me.
No, I know the engagement is going. Where now? I think we are speaking about what do men want. What do you want, when?
Me?
Yes, in a relationship.
In a relationship?
Yes, with Mangi. What do you want? I've not asked you about this thing.
Money. Money.
No, you want money through and through.
In case you have not seen that, check out our Valentine's special that we did last year. That's where it comes from. Those were Opa's love languages.
Yes, it still is. It's stronger now than that time. Yeah.
What do I want? I want love. I want in a relationship somebody, and love being the fact that you are doing life with this person, and they are showing support, acceptance of who you are, and No, I just want. I just want love. I want somebody that I can do life with. Somebody who has a vision, that we can. I'm quite a giver, I think, at heart.
Yeah, sure.
So it's also from my side. It's what can I do for you?
Yeah,
how
sure.
can I? How can I giving? Boost you.
Oh yeah,
so
I
that
feel you.
so that's why it's important for me
you.
that somebody can so that's why I'm saying it's important for me, so that that person has a vision and a sense of where they're going, because it gives me a better perspective of how can I play my role
I like that.
I
like that. And you are selfless like that. And I like that. I like that. I think for me, I don't even want to wait for you to ask me a question.
But that's not going to be my question. No, it's not going to be my question.
Yes, I'm going to let your question, but I'm going to respond to the same question. For me, I've been kind of trying to do some work within me, or in me, kind of do a lot of work in terms of I'm working with a life coach, a mentor. That's the word that is commonly used.
Where do you get those?
I don't know.
Okay.
They're very difficult to find, especially in a day and age where people just want to be idols and heroes. Mentors are very difficult. People prefer to be superstars. Prefers to be they prefer to just be an idol than
okay.
an actual mentor. I don't know. I count myself blessed.
Sure.
I've been doing a lot of work as it relates to myself, and my desire is when I show up, I want to show up as in what is it that I can bring in this relationship, in this space, than keeping on taking up. I don't want to downplay the reality of the importance of reciprocation as it relates to love, but I always want to show up as complete. I'm doing my work in me so that I'll be a complete, a whole person, healed from my past emotional wound and traumas and all of those things, so that when I show up, I will show up in a very good way to the next person. But also, I think apart from all of these things, I just want a friendship. A friendship, a friend who will understand you. And by understanding you, it's embracing, as you have said, fully you, a person that I can just be normal around, kind of, because you know, being a pastor is difficult, man. There's this image that is being kind of, there's just a lot of this expectations and stuff, and people imposing their opinions and what they think a pastor should behave, how they think a pastor should behave or not behave. So you just want to
see past your
someone when you are with, you are on a getaway every day, kind of thing, where you can just be a normal person, no superstar, no expectations, no fancy English, nothing, just just me.
I beseech you, my wife, to come henceforth.
But basically I'm just doing a lot of work in me so that I can be this whole healthy person, so that when I show up, and those are the things that I'm working with my coach. To help me.
No, that's important, and I think that's. But my question was going to be, before getting into marriage, you had expectations. How much of those are you seeing now in hindsight, whether they were just fantasies that were unrealistic, if there were any?
If you can repeat that, please.
Okay, going into marriage, you had expectations.
Yeah, sure.
Of what you want out of marriage, the marriage space. Would you say that some ideas that you had were unrealistic?
Yes, a lot of them were unrealistic.
Sure. And what could those be?
A very plain and simple one is when you grow up within the church and you are a brother and you try to keep yourself, you're hoping that one day the Lord will bless you with a sister, or vice versa, so that you can have a lot of sex during the day, at night, in the morning, all of those things.
Why?
It's very unrealistic. People get tired. Life happens in between, and it cannot always be. It cannot always be about that, and those are the things that I had to adjust when I am in the space. I was never prepared enough to be able to face that reality, that it's not just the fact that you have tried to walk right with the Lord, whatever the case may be, that applies to you as an individual. Whether it does not necessarily mean that when you are married, then that's going to be a reward. I've learned that actually I should have redefined that. I kept myself for me. I thought I'm keeping myself for the next person, only to find out you still need to keep yourself. kind of. They still need to be disciplined. You still need to be pure in marriage.
Okay, no, that's good.
So that's one of the many other things, but that's primarily. And I know that brothers may be listening and think this is what they're expecting. It's going to day and night, and it's not realistic.
Okay, I mean I'm listening to you, and maybe somebody might be thinking, a brother might be thinking out there, that perhaps you're taking it, or not necessarily you, but the way you're describing it seems like because the idea of it is that when you have it day and night, every day, it's going to be a beautiful marriage. Now, when you say it's not necessarily about that, does it take away from the beauty of marriage?
Oh no, it doesn't. I've said in the past for those who follows you plug that marriage is not the end. It's the means to an end.
Sure.
It's just an institution that God uses to sanctify us.
Okay.
And I've mentioned that in the past. To sanctify us,
Sure.
you will realize that when there's a lot of stuff that you need, there are a lot of things that you need to work on as it relates to yourself when you are married, and patience, and how your way of loving, selfishness, and all of those things. The institution of marriage has a tendency to reveal those things. Now it's either you embrace them and and take it as a mirror, so that you can repent from so those things. The aim is heaven. Marriage is just one step to, and it's not even a step closer. It's just a step on the journey to eternity. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know if I've responded. I don't know if yeah.
No, I like that. Friends and family, we were just wrapping up on what men want.
Yeah, sure.
And we are talking to a guest that we'll be having next week on what women
want. Yeah.
What do women want?
Hey. Hey. It's hectic. And that's an inside joke, and some people who are on social media and TikTok will have seen this guy who's
basically women want a lot.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
Well, in our perspective,
yeah,
as guys.
Yeah, Corey, the expectations are security. By security, they don't necessarily mean that you will protect. That's part of it.
Okay.
They need to feel secured in your presence and kind of feel but financial security and car, all of these things.
Speaking of security, I saw a meme where a guy was sharing on social media that the thing about it being in a relationship as a guy is that you have to act tough.
Yeah, you must be strong.
When there's a rat in the house that says good, you need to, you need to step up.
You need to step up. You can't.
Can't go scream out. Like I can't scream at that time, but I have to act like you have I've got this under control.
You have to. You must be strong.
Yeah.
You see, that again we still need to thoroughly deconstruct the idea of patriarchy.
Sure.
Not only from the men's side and what men, but from what women expect from men.
Yeah.
Someone who's strong, someone who's who can provide,
like
someone
you,
who can
friend.
do. Yes.
What have I done?
Yeah, no, leave that out. No, you can leave it in the space. I'm just saying, you pluggers must not mind that. So, we need to deconstruct this concept, patriarchy, thoroughly. Because while we try to deconstruct it from the men's side in terms of expectation on a woman, we need to do the same from the other party. All these expectations on this, a man must do this, a man must do that, a man must not do this, a man must not do that. We need to if we are really going for 50-50, we need to mean it. And we're not necessarily saying I'm not a 50-50 person. I'm like, let's bring what we can in a relationship, equally so. It might differ in terms of, because life presents different opportunities to us as individuals, but as we bring it together in a space of a relationship, it needs to represent the two of us, not just the one person kind of thing.
I totally agree. That's why then we're gonna have a lady next week to come and hear exactly what it is, and I hope they can just be blunt. Because we another we're seeing the trends on social media as well, that a man who doesn't have this is a red flag.
Yes.
A man who's not this is a red flag.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, we are being red flagged, yo.
Yeah, no. We must be, and I am going in dealing with this topic of what women want. I am going to be as hard as I was in dealing with what men want, because we need to play it fair.
Sure.
We need to be fair. We need to deconstruct all those ideologies and kind of bring people into or we come into a space where we need to agree on what love is in our space together, instead of relying on those things that were imposed on us, or we imposed them on ourselves, kind of.
So friends and family, tune in next week as we discuss what women want.
Yes, yes, Meg, that's the one. Friends, thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. We would like to hear from you. We would like to learn from your experience as well. From Meg and from Oops. Remain plugged. Remain connected. Ciao.
This production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.